speaking at the first Board of Commissioners meeting in Union City, New Jersey in 2 months. And I've got with me David Snow of the exposure report. And one of my tripod legs is missing. It had been broken at some point. And I haven't done a live in a long time here. And looking forward to sharing incredibly important information about Edwin Marinez and the allegations of alleged misconduct. And it's cold as anything. It is so cold. And welcome. I have not done any videos, or very few videos in a while. I've been sick actually for almost the last month. Just getting better here now. And the last time we were at this meeting, myself and David Snow and some others, Garden State Accountability, Mayor Brian Stack shut the meeting down 1 minute into my public comment time as I'm exposing the allegations of alleged predator Edwin Marinez, assistant teacher of Union City Schools. Okay, so here we go. And this is being held at this Catholic church. Whoops.
What's this?
Yeah. Welcome everyone, it's David Snow. Please subscribe to the exposure report, also Garden State Accountability, and also Scalzo Photo on YouTube. What would Jesus do? David, what would Jesus do when it came to allegations of a sexual predator teacher?
Thank you. What would he do? I'm pretty sure he would condemn him 100%.
Right. So I had the meeting, which starts right now. I think it's 7 o'clock.
I don't remember it being far.
No, it was in a different room last time.
Bathroom's right there, right? Hi, guys.
Where's the entrance to the meeting?
You gotta go through the front over here.
No. Hello, Captain Burbauer.
Hi, I'm looking for the bathroom. I found it. You did it right here, right?
Okay. Oh, something just fell.
That way, other way. You put it in this floor? Oh, what?
Okay. There are no signs, ladies and gentlemen, so it's not easy to find. Where is it?
Right here.
They hid this one good. Look it. In the darkened room.
This is usually where it is, right?
This is maybe, it smells very funny too, down here, ladies and gentlemen. It's a strange smell. So the meeting has started. We can't find the meeting because there are no signs whatsoever. And this is what Mayor Brian Stack does. So, hides the meeting.
Go all the way down. Go all the way down with it. What it was.
And this is like a maze adventure here. An adventure of freedom. Hey, thank you everyone for coming in here. And how's the sound? You don't see anything.
Let's go downstairs. That's where the,
Yeah, I bet it's downstairs. And any other place would say meeting is downstairs. And Stack is trying to hide this from us. And what is he so afraid of? The truth, that's it. The truth. It says Board of Commissioners, here we go. It's at 7 p.m. What time is it now?
7:03.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure.
All right. No, thank you.
Thank you, bro.
They're doing this wanding thing here.
You don't go wrong. Just don't do that, please. You want to ask me?
Did he go in your pocket?
I'm always cordial with you, but
All right, that's true.
yeah.
I hear you.
I got some camera equipment. Yeah,
You got like your beeping all over tonight. You mind if I?
Nah, where am I beeping? My sneakers are beeping? That's what you told me?
Yes. You're beeping. What you got?
Let's go with that.
This
I
is
got
real
you.
quick. This let me.
I got you. Nah, I'll take these. I prefer if you didn't. I'll take the stuff out.
You're gonna go. This is gonna go hands-on. You can't go
I
hands-on.
prefer if you didn't. This one.
And they didn't start doing this until I started speaking at Stacks
I
meetings.
did it.
We're in Union City, New Jersey right now.
Easy.
Now he's going hands-on.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, fam.
Leo.
Here, can you hold this, please?
Yes. Thank you.
Only because he's gonna shut the meeting down before we get in there.
Yeah. Okay. Could you hold this,
Thank you.
David?
Yeah, sure.
I'm doing this here. Right here, I got a phone
We
here.
got the official pad
Yes.
down.
That's just
Yeah, no,
We've
just,
only been
I'll
to
bring things, I just don't touch
several
it.
dozen
I got
of
you.
these, and never had any kind
I
of.
want to make sure everything's done,
What's up, everybody?
all good here,
Understood. Yeah, I got you. Yes.
okay?
I do my job. You do your job. We all good.
That thing beeps at anything.
Yes, it does. I see
Yeah,
that.
it's
I see that.
bullshit.
Okay,
It doesn't work.
Yes. That's my job.
Do your job, brother.
There you go. I got stuff on me too, so it's beeping from me.
Got you.
okay, thank you, David Snow.
All right.
Hey, hello there.
Guys, look.
All right, so we're here in the Public Commissioners meeting. Take a look at the agenda here. And it hasn't started yet. This is the Union City Board of Commissioners meeting, 700 Central Avenue, Union City. And I'm missing a piece on my tripod. Okay, it should be starting any minute now. Okay, welcome everyone. Please smash that like button. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's a very, very small room. We just have a few people from the town here. Just a few. And it's on live stream. So happy to see everybody here. Okay, press with Ranker. Is that Press with Ranker? Daisy May, hello there. AV Designs. One of my tripod legs is missing, got broken in me. So it's a little crooked here right now, I'm holding it with my foot. And we're at the Board of Education, not Board of Education, we're at the Board of Commissioners meeting here, Union City, New Jersey. And the last time myself and David Snow spoke here, Mayor Brian Stack shut down the entire meeting 1 minute into my public comment time. And I was simply attempting to share allegations of extreme assault. What's that? I can't.
Speak to in the hallway.
Can you talk? You can talk to me here.
There's Board of Education employees here, there's court orders in effect, and they would like to leave the building.
I have no interest in talking with any Board of Education employees. This is a public Union City Board of Commissioners meeting. That's what I'm here for.
But I have a Board of Education employee sitting right behind you.
So if they were in a supermarket, if I go to a
There's not
supermarket,
one against you. You're different.
no.
Right now,
But
you're
I
in
just,
violation of the order.
no, I'm not going to be in violation, but I don't think I am. But I will leave. I'm telling you this now.
fine. See,
But,
you're not.
but
You're not.
what if I went to a supermarket?
I'll answer your question.
No contact and restraint.
Right, what if I went to a supermarket and one of them was there?
I'm not a judge. I didn't make the order. I just want to do the right thing right now. Do me a favor, if you can stay.
And this is on, no one can turn this off. The entire thing is locked. Okay. You have your keys?
It's gonna be difficult.
Here. Just gonna get his keys. Okay. The same difference. Yeah. Okay. All right.
All right, so
and
as you can see,
where'd my mic go? And all right.
as you can see, Leroy
And
Truth is
before
being,
before that, before that,
rejected from the meeting.
and I am leaving the meeting now. They're forcing me to go out. You can explain why. Take the other mic.
So he has a no contact order from a criminal case. A no contact order and a restraining order are two different things, right? So restraining order prohibits you from being certain distance away from a person, but a no contact order specifically is no contact. So incidental contact, for example, running into someone in a supermarket or at a public meeting, as long as he didn't make any attempts to speak to them, to engage with them, even look at them for that matter, point a camera at them. He didn't do any of those things, but he's being removed anyway for a quote-unquote no contact order for any Board of Education employee, which is bizarre because you can have Board of Education employees anywhere and everywhere. And I think the way to keep them out of this meeting is just simply have a Board of Education employee at every single meeting. That doesn't apply to me, so I'm going to do my thing, and we're still going to handle our business the way we need to handle our business. But as you can see, he's specifically being targeted. Leroy's being targeted to silence him because he didn't engage with any Board of Education employees. Incidental contact is a completely different thing. Being in the same area as someone it's not a restraining order. It's a no contact order. He didn't attempt to speak to a Board of Education employee. He didn't attempt to ask him any questions, to even greet them, say hello, or anything. He was completely minding his business. So we'll see how that gets worked out. He did do the right thing and exit in the spirit of cooperation and to play it safe. So, we don't want anyone getting arrested for some nonsense. And I think Captain Bergbauer was professional as well, the way he handled it. But, that's why you got me. It's why you got other people that we don't have any no contact orders or anything like that. So we'll still say what we got to say, and we'll still expose what we have to expose, and our voices will still be heard. What's up, everybody in the chat? Yeah, it's a nonsense order, but at some point it'll be cleared. I think we should just have more people attending the meetings instead. That they're not going to let him be here. I think we should fill the room with 10, 20 people. So hit me up, and I think that's what we're going to do next time. It's a joke. The whole thing is a joke because you're chilling free speech, right? So they're going to have a Board of Education employee at every one of these meetings from now on, right? And that's their way of silencing him. But this is going to be very challenging. Now that I got both of these things, you'll help me out though. And in Union City, by the way, everyone works for the Board of Education. Everyone associated with Brian Stack has a job at the Board of Education. He gives them away like, flyers on Election Day. Truth is, we anticipated that they were probably going to try to do that, so it's not a surprise at all. We were talking about that on the way in, that they were going to try that. So. Thank you for everybody in the chat. Yeah, if you want to donate to the Give, Send, Go, it would be appreciated. That's for the legal fund. Hopefully we'll get our 5 minutes to speak. Everything will be peaceful and copacetic, and then we go about our business. Leroy's in the building. not literally, but figuratively in the chat. What's up, Leroy? So I was just telling them that we figured that we anticipated they might pull that. We did do the research about a no contact order, um, which is different than a restraining order. So he didn't make any contact with any Board of Education.
Board of Education does lease 6 classrooms in here, so technically this is Board of Education building too.
You just did. But yeah, but this is not a Board of Education building. So as long as he doesn't go in any of those classrooms. Yeah, no, we're not trying to go there. You did the right thing too. Yeah, I know. I think Lieutenant Gaston broke this one.
This is a regular public meeting of the Union City Board of Commissioners being held on Tuesday, January 20, 2026, at 7 p.m. at the St. Anthony School at 700 Central Avenue in Union City. This meeting has been called in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act. Adequate notice of this meeting was forwarded to the Clerk of Record and the Star Ledger, has been posted on the bulletin board in City Hall, and has been made available to the public in the office of the municipal clerk. Commissioner Fernandez? Here. Commissioner Bouillon? Here. Commissioner Valdivia? Here. Commissioner Marnetti? Here. Mayor Sam?
Here.
First item on the agenda is approving the previous meeting minutes for the January 6, 2026 Board of Commissioners meeting. May I have a motion? Motion made by Commissioner Marnetti. Second, Commissioner Valdivia. Commissioner Fernandez? Yes. Commissioner Bouillon? Yes. Commissioner Valdivia? Yes. Commissioner Marnetti? Yes. Mayor Sam?
Yes.
The second items are the consent agenda. There are 43 items on the consent agenda. Can you please review if everyone has an objection? You can remove it and add it into the regular meeting. On item 34, Commissioner Fernandez will recuse. On line item 36, Commissioner Martinetti will recuse. If there's anyone
Anyone
else?
wishing to comment on the consent agenda, please step forward, state your name and address for the record.
We'll pass.
May I have a motion? Motion made by Commissioner Pat. Second, Commissioner Valdivia. Commissioner Fernandez?
Yes.
Commissioner Bouillon? Yes. Commissioner Valdivia? Yes. Commissioner Martinetti? Yes.
That's just the close.
Yes. Mayor Zach?
Yes.
May I have a motion to approve all items?
It's public comments at the end of the meeting.
Second, Commissioner Fernandez. Commissioner Fernandez?
Yes, we get consent on number 34.
Commissioner Bouillon? Yes. Commissioner Valdivia?
Yes.
Commissioner Martinetti? Mayor Zach?
Yes.
There are two ordinances for hearing and adoption and consideration. The first ordinance is ordinance enforcement of prohibition of the sale of dogs and cats by retail pet stores until May 1st, 2026.
Anyone
Yes.
We now have the liquor licenses hearing.
Mr. Gonzalez?
Thank you. Good evening, Mayor and Commissioners. For the record, Raymond Gonzalez, GONZALEZ, on behalf of the New York City ABC Commission. On the calendar today, we have 4 matters. I'd like to go a little out of order. The first matter is Central Park, here represented by Mr. Finnegan. He's here. We have a potential resolution. We just need a little more time on that. The second matter is
Just on Central, you're going to have a resolution this evening or what?
this evening. I just want to wait a little bit. We might be able to resolve it.
Sure, you got it.
So I just want to go out a little bit. The second matter is El Tuscaloosa Bar and Restaurant. They're located at 2118 Bergen Line Avenue. They have just retained Christopher Campos. He sent a letter of representation to my office. I forwarded to him Discovery. We will be having a meeting, a pre-meeting next week, where he said he would be present to see if we can resolve that matter. So I will.
I'll make a motion.
Yes.
I'll make a motion to adjourn that matter.
Motion made by Mayor Sap, second. Commissioner Valdivia, Commissioner Fernandez.
Yes.
Commissioner Guillaume. Yes. Commissioner Valdivia.
Yes.
Commissioner Martinetti. Yes. Mayor Sap.
Yes.
The third matter is Taqueria El Paso, located at 3715 Bergen Line Avenue. They're here. And if we could just have the interpreter come up and be sworn, because I believe they need the interpreter. Good evening.
Please raise your hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Can you just state, explain it to us?
Guillermo Martinez, Spanish interpreter, the next name. Thank you.
Thank you. Your mom's not going to interpret, you're going to represent. Could you just place your name on the record, please? And what is your position at the,
Owner.
you're the owner? Okay. And you understand what you're charged with? It has to do with camera violations? Okay, and you actually have come to see us at a plea meeting, and you provided us certain information, is that correct? What we'd like to do is to confirm that the matter has been corrected. Lieutenant Dudley is here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna send a representative from the police department out to check to make sure that that's been corrected, because it's really the best thing is we want them working, and they're aware of that. So if we could just adjourn this to the next hearing, I would respectfully request that we'll have a better grasp. If it's been fixed, we'll resolve this.
That would be fine. So we'll adjourn?
Yes.
Motion to adjourn?
Motion made by Mayor Sap, second by Commissioner Martinetti. Commissioner Fernandez.
Yes.
Commissioner Guillaume. Yes. Commissioner Valdivia.
Yes.
Commissioner Martinetti. Yes. Mayor Sap.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, so somebody's going to go there, okay? The next matter we have is Los Laureles Liquors. They're located at 4625 Broadway. The owner is present. Just please state your name for the record. Okay. You understand the charges that have been presented against you, is that correct? Yes. And you've been served with them? Yes. And you understand that there's over 40 charges for violations of selling after hours? You understand that? Yes. And you've explained to me that you wish to retain an attorney. I think under the circumstances, since we served them with over 40 violations, and would be seeking a suspension, most likely about 180 days minimum. He's asked that if he can get an attorney, I think it would be appropriate because it's going to be a substantial impact. We have a lot of proofs, we have videos, we have investigations from the police department. So I think it's probably appropriate that he get an attorney. So it should be adjourned, and I believe he knows that we'll be having a plea meeting sometime next week that he should attend with an attorney by that time. If the next hearing you're not present with an attorney, we will proceed without. Okay?
I'll make a motion to adjourn for the next date that Mr. Gonzalez advises.
Motion made by Mayor Sap, second by Commissioner Fernandez. Commissioner Fernandez.
Yes.
Commissioner Guillaume. Yes. Commissioner Valdivia.
Yes.
Commissioner Martinetti. Yes. Mayor Sap.
Yes.
Okay. Right, okay, if we could just go back to our central bar, Mr. Finnegan is here. We have a potential resolution, but his client has been tied up and is running late. I don't want to delay this anymore and have everybody have to sit here. If we have a resolution, we can put it through at the next hearing, so I think it would be appropriate to adjourn tonight. Is that fair to say, Mr. McEnroe?
That's fine.
That's fine, we'll put it on for the next hearing, no,
Okay, and I apologize.
no problem, no problem. I'll make a motion to adjourn for the next hearing.
Second by Commissioner Fernandez. Commissioner Fernandez?
Yes.
Commissioner Brilliant? Yes. Commissioner Rodriguez?
Yes.
Commissioner Kenny? Mayor Pat?
Yes,
That concludes all the ABC.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
anyone wishing to comment at this time, please step forward, state
Yeah,
your name
go.
and address for the record.
Morning, Commissioners and Mayor. Mr. Mayor, in fact, I wanted to ask you a question. I don't know if you know who I am. My name is Michael Torres. I used to be a resident here in Union City. I'm no longer a resident here in Union City.
I didn't hear your name, I'm sorry. sir.
My name is Michael Torres. I used to be a resident here in Union City. I'm no longer a resident here in Union City. I went to the public schools here. I don't know if you remember who I am, but I am the gentleman that got sexually exposed by Ed Marinas. And I want to know what's going on with that outcome of Ed Marinas, of him being and working in the Board of Education due to the outcome of all the stuff that's been going on. You see my face, I am here now, okay? My question also is, since the fact of Ed Marinas did what he did to me in Emerson at Roosevelt Stadium, there's no outcome. I went to the DA, I went to everybody, they told me it's statute of limitations. So for me to know from you, what is the outcome for Ed Mayor Stack? And please look at me, because your last meetings, you looked down, I just want you to look at me like a professional that you are.
Sir, I know what you're talking about, looking down, I'm looking directly at you.
Okay.
Do you have litigation pending, sir?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Have your attorney handle that with the attorneys for the Board of Education.
You want me to handle it with my attorneys, but I'm asking you personally.
Sir, you have litigation pending right now against the city and the Board of Education. Your attorney should be instructed.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now, is anybody gonna handle it though? Is he still gonna be in the schools? That's all I want to know. With kids? That's all I want to know, Mr. Stack.
Sir, have your attorney contact the Board of
Okay,
Education.
so you dismissed me.
I'm not dismissing you, sir. Have your attorney contact the Board. You should be advised by your counsel. Thank you very much. Thank you. Anyone else wishing to
Yes.
comment at this time, please step forward, state your name and address for the record.
Excuse me. You can start my time. I'm David Snow of the Exposure Report. I'm here tonight because what's happening in Union City is not governance. It's not leadership, it's a cover-up, and children are at the center of it. I, along with Leroy Truth, an investigative journalist, interviewed Jonathan Almeida, a Union City High School class of 2002 graduate, who came forward publicly as an alleged survivor of Edwin Marinas, a Union City assistant principal and teacher. Since that interview aired, something very revealing happened. Not one person in power has denied the allegations. Not the mayor, not the board, not the superintendent, Sylvia Abato, not one state declaring innocence, not one explanation to the public. Instead, what followed was retaliation against the people exposing the allegations. Let me be precise. After the interview, Leroy Truth attempted to conduct routine business at the Board of Education building. He was locked out of a public building during business hours. Twice Union City Police had to force security to let him in. One officer even advised him correctly that if he had information involving student safety, he should raise it during public comment. So he did the very next day. And what happened? He was locked out again. Police again had to intervene. He was the only speaker signed up. And while he was speaking, trying to warn the board and Superintendent Abato about allegations that Edwin Marinas engaged in sexual misconduct with students over decades, including exposing himself to children as young as 7, he was constantly interrupted. Then he was told he could not continue because the topic was not on the agenda. Let me say that again. Child safety was ruled out of order. And then, without committing any crime, Union City Police forcibly removed him mid-public comment. No arrest, no charges, just shoved out like garbage. A man trying to protect children from an alleged sexual predator, and this is how your administration treated him. Then, when there were only 67 seconds left in his public comment time at the next meeting, here in this building, Mayor Stack shut the entire meeting down. So let me ask you directly, What are you so afraid of hearing? If these allegations are false, why silence the speaker? Why have him thrown out today? Why cancel meetings? Why never defend Edwin Martinez publicly? Why never say this is not true? Silence is not neutrality, silence is protection. And it didn't stop there. After Superintendent Nabato refused to return calls to schedule a meeting, Leroy Truth returned peacefully to the Board of Education during business hours to file open requests and again request a meeting. Once again, locked out. Once again, police had to intervene. Then, without cause, Officer Glenn Gaston went hands-on. No crime, no threat. Video shows Officer Gaston releasing his own grip, intentionally falling backward and yelling, "Aggravated assault," a complete setup. Leroy Truth was arrested, taken to county jail, incarcerated for 36 hours, falsely charged with aggravated assault on a police officer, despite video evidence proving it never happened. And by the way, the officer who falsely accused Leroy Truth of aggravated assault, whose name is Lieutenant Glenn Gaston, happens to be on the Brady Giglio list and is also the same officer found responsible for the death of an innocent man in his custody, which resulted in a $2.5 million payout that Union City did to the family. And here's the most disturbing part. When Leroy Truth was forcibly removed from a Board of Education meeting earlier, he was not arrested at all. Yet days later, he discovered he'd been criminally charged anyway, trespassing, resisting police, and disrupting a public meeting for speaking during his public comment time. That's not law enforcement, that's retaliation through prosecution. So let's be clear tonight. An alleged predator remains protected. A superintendent refuses to meet. Meetings are shut down. Journalists are silenced, arrested, and charged. Mayor Stack, if these allegations are false, say it. If Edwin Martinez is innocent, defend him publicly. If you believe children are safe, explain why you refuse to suspend him pending an investigation. Because history teaches us this: scandals don't destroy institutions, the cover-ups do. And once the truth is spoken in public, it does not go back in. Thank you.
Just before we do, I'd just like to apologize. It's not often that I'm late to the commission meeting. I'd like to apologize for being late to the public and the commissioners. Thank you very much.
He'll apologize for being late, but not apologize for defending sexual predators that he has working around our school children. How about apologize for that? It's not the only thing he's late about. How many people here care about the children in Union City Public Schools? Once again, removed from a public meeting to prevent him from speaking the truth. And not a word about the children, not a word about the alleged sexual predators, not one word. Not he didn't do it, not he's innocent, not we protect our children. Silence. He apologizes for being late. Disgusting. It's crickets. Aren't we supposed to protect our children? You had a man here tell Brian Stack to his face that that Edwin Martinez exposed himself to him when he was a student, and his advice was, handle it with your lawyer, not, my God, we're gonna investigate this. We're gonna remove him pending an investigation. Nothing, silence, crickets. If it was your child in school, would you want them to attend these public schools? I certainly wouldn't. This is the man that's supposed to be the mayor of this city, and he knows everything that goes on here. The reason he hasn't denied it is because he already knows. He hasn't publicly said he didn't do it because he knows he did do it. All right, brother. You have a good night, all right?
You too, man.
All right. You owe me dinner, by the way. What's up, bro? Keeping us safe? All right, shout out to you. Stay warm. It's okay. You too. This is what I got going on right now. Holding 2 cameras right now. That was interesting. He didn't say, not at one point, he didn't say, it's not true. Just say it's not true. Why wouldn't you say it's not true? If someone accused me of that, I would come out and say it's not true. Very interesting. Just call your lawyer. Call your lawyer. The man came out face to face, spoke with him.
Sorry, that's you. I was too heated.
Nah, you're good, you're good, you're good.
Now, Leroy, here you go.
You're good. You can come out the car.
You can come out the car, Leroy.
Right, hold on here. Okay.
Oh,
everybody.
by the way, there's 4 classrooms in there that are leased to the Board of Education. But you didn't go in those classrooms.
No, and I had no idea of that whatsoever in a trillion years. You got the mic?
Doesn't matter.
No.
You didn't violate a
No.
no contact order.
No. But no one said I couldn't go to a school either.
This is the attempt to.
That's
this
where-
is the attempt to silence you.
That's
Yeah.
that's where I told, like I said, that's why they brought who they brought.
Right.
They brought who
Can you hold this for a minute?
Yeah, sure.
I just got to get
I
my.
mean, it's a smart way to silence you.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this shit. No battery?
I got more battery if you need it.
What the hell is this?
All right. So hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Be right back. Just got to get all zipped up here.
Look at my wire here.
What the heck? Actually, no, it doesn't look bad, is it? Is it?
No, this is supposed to have a whole piece over it.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's what
that-
dropped
oh,
out.
yeah.
I picked something up.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
What was the other half?
that's the only thing I saw.
All right, it's all right.
I've heard it
I
drop.
gotta buy a new one.
All right,
I'm
so
gonna turn this off anyway. We'll keep going on your
yeah,
line.
okay, so we're gonna go live. We're not gonna be out here long because it's cold as when people say cold as hell, I don't know why they say that because hell is not cold, really.
New York and Jersey.
So.
Mad Britain.
So I was removed from this meeting because corrupt Mayor Brian Stack is afraid of the truth. This gentleman here, Michael Torres, 2006 graduate of Union City Schools, an alleged victim of Edwin Martinez, assistant principal, former football coach, and teacher of Union City Schools, is still teaching right now. He's still going to Union City School every single day. And Stack has refused for like probably 6 weeks now. This gentleman, plus Jonathan Almeida, courageously came forward the allegations that Edwin Martinez would allegedly expose himself to them. And I've got numerous others who have come forward, and not publicly yet, and they're considering that. And I've been told that Edwin Martinez had allegedly exposed himself to the little ones as young as 7 for decades, allegedly, and he is still teaching. And that's why Stack did not want me speaking, to continue to expose the allegations and to attempt to protect the children. I mean, this is absolutely insane.
You know you're wrong, Stack. You know you're wrong.
Oh yeah, well Stack's known. I mean, he covers up everything. He's been, and the thing
Marinas
is,
too. Marinas too. Listen, I ain't gonna keep my mouth shut. I don't got no gag order. I don't got no restraint. And listen, for all you Union City PD, I'm not scared of you. I don't do crime. I don't do nothing. I'm not a drug dealer. I'm just a truck driver making my money. But guess what? At the end of the day, you guys are gonna see all the BS that comes out of Union City and the officials. And one day, all you is gonna wake up and smell the coffee, and stand up for your rights in Union City.
I mean, the truth is the truth.
Yeah.
Right? So there's no facts ain't defamation, as our friend likes to say.
hold this.
Yeah, facts are not defamation. The truth is the truth. So don't even bother with them.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, not one denial, not one it didn't happen, it's not true, just silence, crickets, or go see your lawyer, which is okay, whatever.
But can you believe that? For over 6 weeks,
Yeah.
Mayor Stack has never said that Michael Torres or Jonathan Almeida are lying.
And
Mayor Stack-
they've made every attempt to silence you
Right.
while you try to talk about it.
Yeah. The Board of
Listen,
Education.
I don't care about lawyers.
But
I
but
don't care.
the Board of Education and Sylvia Abato, the superintendent, have never said that Mike Torres or Jonathan Almeida are lying. They've never defended Ed Marinez. And most importantly, why hasn't Ed Marinez, this is a question, general question to the public, ever denied?
You have a good night.
Hey, good night. And why hasn't Edward Marinez ever denied these allegations? You know, again, I've never said they're true. They're allegations. I'm a journalist. I don't make allegations. I simply report them. But I know if someone I knew was accused of something like this, if they were innocent, they would have been immediately screaming to the rafters. They would have gotten attorneys and made sure that the alleged victims, you know, couldn't speak publicly. None of that's happened. Someone accused of all these crimes never said it didn't happen. So it's just, I'm just asking questions.
And I want to say, like I said before, Marinez, this ain't a show. This is not an act. This is real life stuff. Between the cops, the city officials, everybody, that's covering up. That's covering up all this stuff. I'm not gonna stop my silence. I'm not gonna stop what I want to say, and that's it. At the end of the day, I don't want to stop talking. I'm not gonna stop talking. And that's it. My cousin, him too. I saw him today, and you know what? It's a shame that you don't care about your family, your own family. You can't come to your family down in law enforcement. Okay? My cousin, Glenn Gaston, that's for you, puppy. Because you're supposed to be my cousin, my family, my blood, and my everything, but don't even go and check up on me. You know what? The man that's in my urn, in his urn, living his best life right now, or in God's hands, that's the one that protected me, not my own cousin.
How many people have to come forward? How many former students of Edwin Marinez have to come forward in person, here at a meeting, live on camera, a full name, face, out in the open, not just some secret contact. You know who they are. It's very verifiable that they went to these schools, played for these teams. How many people have to come forward before Union City does something to protect the children here? How many people have to come forward before they say, wait, we need to seriously investigate this. We could put them on administrative leave, paid administrative leave, and protect our children until we come to a finding? How many? Wouldn't one be enough?
In any other community, one is enough.
Yeah.
Because, again, he deserves due process, because every man and woman in the United States of America deserves due process, no matter how heinous the allegations. That's one of the things that does make our country great. So Edwin Marinez should be put on administrative leave, not allowed to come to work. He is going to work every day. He's went to work today, I was told. He's going to go to work
He's
tomorrow.
allowed to be around the children and go to work, but you're not allowed to speak at a public meeting because someone from the Board of Education is in the room.
Yeah.
Right.
Make that make sense.
I had no idea, any of that.
You're banned from the schools.
Right. But the person who's alleged to have exposed himself to students and alleged to engage in escort students as young as 9th grade for decades still gets to go to the schools.
Like I want to say,
We're living in backwards world, people.
when they do sexual misconduct on an officer or a corrections officer or any type of law enforcement, they automatically get them out of the street. They suspend them without pay.
With one allegation.
With one allegation. It don't matter if you're wearing a badge. I take it from me, from a law enforcement standpoint, that you wear a uniform, you wear a badge, you're gonna get hemmed up. Meaning, like, you're gonna get caught, they're gonna, take you out of the job, and they're gonna suspend you. New York City cops don't, and everybody else in law enforcement know that if that happened to them, they'll be in prison. They'll be locked up. I don't know what Eddie Marinez is doing. I don't know what Eddie Marinez is doing to Brian Stack. I don't know if they're in cahoots with each other like all the time, but he needs to be out of schools. He needs to be out of schools. If he's doing the same thing he did to me and Jonathan Almeida and whoever and everybody, he's got to be out of schools.
Right,
That's
absolutely.
it.
And there's many, many more graduates who have come forward to me, and at this point privately. You were the first two to come publicly. So there's many more that have come forward. And here's the thing. Stack has been covering up for alleged predators for decades. Most recently, there was a man who was a male police dispatcher in Union City Schools. This happened maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago. He was caught by a female police dispatcher in police headquarters enjoying himself, speaking in code, in front of this female police officer enjoying the full spectrum of himself, shall we say, publicly at work. And then he went to the female restroom where another female police dispatcher found him enjoying the full spectrum of himself, shall we say. What happened? They complained to the supervisors there. This is in Union City Police Department. They looked at the video, they saw video, yes, he was enjoying himself in front of these two female police dispatchers. Was he arrested? No. Was he charged? No. Was he transferred? Yes. Oh, where is he working now? According to the sources, he's working in Union City Schools right now. Allegedly, Stack had him transferred to Union City Schools.
That's where I would want him.
He was just caught. I've spoken with some of the victims. This is insane. This is what he does. He transfers them to a school with children. And I believe it's an elementary school. Yeah, what's the school? Is it Edison School Elementary?
Robert Waters. He taught him Robert Waters.
No, but this new guy that was just found to have been enjoying himself publicly in front of these two female police dispatchers. He commits crimes allegedly at police headquarters with 50 police officers around there, and he doesn't get charged. He doesn't get arrested, but he does get transferred to Union City Schools to work with children. What's your take on that?
It's Bizarro World, right? I got a mic here. I'm mic'd up. It's Bizarro World. Yeah, the last place I would want someone who.
Oh, good catch.
All right, so someone who doesn't have the self-control to not enjoy themselves at work as a law enforcement officer, right? This is
You're the police
it's the
dispatcher.
police dispatcher. You have no self-control of your physical behavior. That's the last place that I would want them, or in schools around children.
But do you understand what we're talking about? This guy was caught.
Yeah, he was caught, and he was fired, right?
No, he was
Suspended.
He was removed from that position and given a new position allegedly in Union City Schools.
So let's get him out of here because he can't be trusted around.
something with
He can't be
children.
trusted around adults.
Right.
And let's put him near children.
And he was just caught on video. Stack has got to be investigated and indicted. He's the one who's covering up for all these people. And one last thing before we go, it's freezing out here. And this is public record. This is in media. There was a female student, and she was attending Union City Schools. And it's a few years ago. And she came forward and said that a teacher named Francisco Mike Realpe, R-E-A-L-P-E, this is all public record, you can look it online. She claimed that he had G-R-A-P-E-D, her, grapes. You understand, I gotta speak in code here. Grapes. That he had grapes with her. Was he arrested? Was there an investigation? No. Instead, sources close to the family told me that they allege, these are all allegations, they allege Mayor Brian Stack contacted this child's parents and offered the child's parents jobs in Union City, probably the Board of Education, if they would keep their mouths shut. And they took the jobs, I understand. That teacher, Mike Realpe, Francisco Mike Realpe, was then allowed to resign quietly. No charges. Grapes of wrath. He then went to teach in Jersey City schools. You can look this up online. Because Mayor Stack allegedly protected him, personally allegedly, this teacher went on to teach in Jersey City schools where he assaulted new female students. Then he was arrested. Jersey City did the right thing. And he actually went to jail. And then it was found out about this young woman. Her name is Jessica Garcia. And she may be in her 30s now. Jessica Garcia. It's all public record. And he was found guilty. Did he go to jail for 15, 20, 30 years? No. He went to jail for a year and a half. Year and a half. However, Jessica Garcia wants to sue the Board of Education for protecting him. And a judge this past year said yes, she can sue the Board of Education for protecting that S predator. It is sick. And there's more cover-ups. There's another teacher who was found to be engaging in having S with students. He got 0 jail time. Only after Project Veritas exposed what's going on. He got probation. Other people would get 5, 10, 15, 20 years. So last thoughts before we go. And I want to celebrate Mike Torres here, because, I mean, courageous man coming forward, speaking at the meeting with his allegations directly against Edwin Marina's assistant principal, who is going to school tomorrow. You're going to go tomorrow? You're going to go, check in, get paid? I mean, that's sick, with these allegations. You've got to be suspended.
He's got to take accountability.
Well, they got to be suspended for an abundance of caution. Okay, go ahead.
He's got to take accountability for his actions. Marinas has to be accountable for all the things he did. And, everybody else doesn't understand, what I'm coming out with. I'm coming out to save another child from being predatorized by him. He thinks it's a joke. Everybody thinks it's a joke. The Board of Education, Mayor Stack, everybody thinks it's a joke. Like, he dismissed me. Okay, dismissed me. You saying that, I got a lawyer? I don't care about nothing but the kids. Like, my family, I don't care about what anybody says. I'm doing what's right for other people's kids. I'm doing what's right for other children that don't have to wake up at night trying to kill themselves and unalive themselves, not trying to hurt themselves, not trying to take drugs because of predators like Marinas. And I don't care if Marina sees me in the streets or sees me, because you know what? I'm still holding my head up high. I'm still doing me. But, like I said, just want the kids safe in Union City.
Amen, brother. God bless Mike Torres. Brave, courageous alleged victim of Edwin Marinas came to came to expose what he alleges happened. And no one cared. No one came up to him and asked him, are you okay? Can we help you? That's terrible. No one, including Stack. And every single Board of Commissioners member. Last words, David.
This is a failure on the part of the system, right? The system here, led by Mayor Brian Stack, Sylvia Botto. I have no doubt in my mind that they're most likely aware of this. That's why they haven't denied any of these allegations, because they can't. But they also haven't done their part to safeguard the children. You can accomplish two things at the same time. You can give the man his due process and safeguard the children. But there's no desire to do that. I don't know what Edwin has on him. I don't know what the situation is, the story, why he doesn't care enough about the children to, out of an abundance of caution, to relieve him from his duty. It can't be that important or irreplaceable. There's a lot of qualified people to do these jobs, at least in the interim. So, shame on you, Mayor Stack. Shame on you, Sylvia Botto. Shame on you, Edwin Marinas. And shout out to the men who came forward, the brave men who came forward, and even the other anonymous people who came forward to us privately that are not ready to go out publicly out of fear of retaliation.
Right.
I mean, we've seen it firsthand. We know it's a reality here in Union City. There is retaliation. They will go to every length to silence you if you make them look bad or expose them in any way. And it's just, we have to do better here. And if I was a parent in Union City, I would be rising up at the top of my lungs saying, what the heck is going on here? This is unacceptable. Do something about it.
Right.
So,
And hear what I said, the allegations that Stack allegedly personally called the family of the student who allegedly was GRAPE, grape. Can you believe that? And people should be just like, there's got to be a federal investigation here. Enough. Stack allegedly has proactively covered up for S predators in Union City schools for decades. He's been mayor over 25 years. This stops, and we are the only ones trying to stop it here. Also, I've had numerous women come forward who say that he engaged in S with them when they were students. Numerous, but they're not ready to come forward publicly.
Not elected mayor. He wasn't elected. He was appointed.
yeah?
He was appointed. He lost.
It was a coup.
He was a L. He took L's. Nobody wants to go after him because they're afraid of Union City. I wish the people that will come up. I want people to come up. You're not gonna get fired. You're not gonna lose your job. You're not gonna this. You're not gonna that. But come up and speak the truth about your experiences with Union City. That's it. Experiences with Union City. Experiences of sexual assaults. Experience with life things that are going on in Union City. Like at the end of the day, you got kids. If you got your own kids, you want them growing up on this, with mental status, with mental things, all that kind of stuff. At the end of the day, you don't want to go through what I went through. Listen, I could show you the scars. I could show you the scars, people. I could show you what I went through. I'm not silencing for Union City, Board of Education, Eddie Marinas, or Mayor Stack. I'm not silencing myself. At the end of the day, you got kids. Focus on your kids. Listen to your kids. I always was told I was a problem child. Well, guess what? I'm not the problem. The problem is the system. The problem is the people that work here. The problem is the PD. The problem is them. At the end of the day, please take care of your kids. Make sure they're doing right. Make sure they're happy.
All right.
Yeah.
It's freezing here, so I want to thank Mike Torres. I want to thank my good friend and colleague, David Snow. And to be continued, we're going to always peacefully, passionately, directly, here to protect children. Thanks to Garden State Accountability, AV Design, Scouts of Photo. Please subscribe to all of them, the Exposure Report as well. Yours truly, Leroy Truth. And once the truth is out, you can't put it back in. God bless you all. See you next time.